Absolutely, in Dhaka right now. I'm at the headquarters of Shiv Sena, which is Sena Bhavan, and it is completely silent over here. A few leaders have gone inside, but we tried to speak with them, but they said that we need to see the results first, and let the results come, then we will speak. But as of now, no word from the Thackeray brothers yet.
Yeah, just walk us through also in terms of what this means for the BJP and for the Shinde Sena. There were murmurs about not all being well between Mr. Fadnavis and Mr. Shinde. Now with this huge win, or at least they certainly seem to be on the way to a huge win, do those differences get papered over? Do those cracks get papered over?
So cracks will remain because see, both the leaders are ambitious leaders. Both the leaders have proved their mettle. Even if you see the results from Thane, they're also indicating towards Shiv Sena led by Eknath Shinde. So both the leaders will definitely prove their mettle, and whatever the responsibility have been given to them, they have completed the task. So that tussle will still remain in Mahayuti. But obviously, when there is a strong central leadership who can pacify the leaders, so that tussle will not come out, the cracks will not come out that open. And even if they come out, then there is always a leadership which can pacify both the leaders. So that will remain because, as I said, both the leaders are very much ambitious.
So let me also get a quick word from Yasha, who's joining us from outside the BJP office. What's the mood like there? Have the celebrations already started? Have they started distributing the laddus yet? And what are we expecting? Do we expect the Chief Minister, the State BJP President, the Mumbai BJP President, etc., to be arriving there in the next few hours?
Absolutely, Zaka. I'll ask my Vijay Manish to show you visuals from right behind me. This is a BJP office. Of course, not laddus, but yes, vada paos have already started right here, considering we're in Mumbai. So, of course, we see a lot of karyakartas, workers of the BJP who've started gathering here ever since this morning. The breakfast has started. We also see a stage already being prepared right outside the BJP office. Clearly, this is a kind of just the beginning to ensure that when the final results are announced is where the celebration could begin. But yes, a lot of buzz outside BJP office right now. Both the sides of BJP office, right outside this BJP office, as we'll show you the visuals, are barricaded. There are stages being prepared. There's a huge LED that's put forth. So yes, in some time from now, once the results are pretty clear, is where we understand who all would be making it here. Usually, as a protocol, when we speak of this, as and when there are celebrations that take place at BJP office, we of course see the state BJP president to come in. Here, of course, considering it's the BMC, so which is Amit Satam, who is the Mumbai BJP chief. He would also be present, and most of the times even the chief minister considering that this time around it has been the onus on him to ensure that this win is delivered. So clearly this event would in fact be dedicated to him, and which is where we see the kind of preparations being held right here, because both the sides, as you see towards the entry of BJP
and
office,
right now, BJP plus Shiv Sena is at 73, Sena UBT plus MNS only at 42, as we welcome Abba Singh into this conversation. What do you make of this result? What is the message from this mandate?
I think the monopoly of Shiv Sena is being broken for the first time. The public is pretty disgusted. You can see the number of skyscrapers that are coming up. Mumbai never had an AQI problem, and suddenly Mumbai is having pollution problem. Mumbai is facing so many problems. So I think the people of Mumbai, the Mumbaikars as you call them, they want to give BJP a full show, full free hand, so that maybe Mumbai is turned around.
So they have voted in that sense for a triple engine sarkar at the municipal corporation, at the state assembly, and of course at the centre.
Yes, you could say because people feel that maybe now Mumbai would run. And one more thing, sorry, the coastal road, the metro, all these projects which have come up are showing that yes, this government can do something.
So that's what ultimately voters want. Who is making my life better? Who is easing my life in terms of connectivity, infrastructure, what have you? That is number one priority, not about Marathi Manus or Asmita or whatever it is?
You know, if you see, most of the parties have given Marathi Manus ticket, be it Shiv Sena, be it BJP. I mean, 2/3 of the candidates are Marathi Manus. You know, earlier it used to be North Indians, quite a few of them, but this time all the numbers have gone down. So I think Marathi Manus that card is playing because both parties have tried to play safe. But yes, end of the day, people want government that works, that gives them clean water, clean air, and jobs.
So this also means, Aarti Kuleji, that no more excuses now. You have to fix the air, you have to fix the water, you have to fix the potholes, you have to fix the pollution.
And BJP have already started doing that. I
No, but
proudly say.
there are problems galore. We're
No,
sitting
they
outside
are.
gateway.
They
यहाँ से
are.
तो the gateway तो दिख भी नहीं रहा because of the
No,
pollution.
they are. See, ma'am just mentioned about coastal road.
Yeah.
See, it is about the willpower, right? So BJP decided to get it done, and BJP made it sure that कि ये कम से कम समय में हो जाए. उसके लिए whatever things needs to be done, Devendra Fadnavis ji, Eknath Shinde ji, they both are capable of doing it, and they are doing it well.
Okay, so Pradeep Bhandari of the BJP has just reacted to Rahul Gandhi's tweet. Rahul Gandhi, of course, saying that the Election Commission is gaslighting the people of India. Again, that familiar narrative of vote chori seems to be coming back to the fore. Let's just listen into what Pradeep Bhandari has said. He's put out a tweet saying the anti-national party, of course, in reference to the Congress, getting backing from Pakistan, is searching for a scapegoat. Looking at imminent defeat in the BMC elections, every season the Parivarwadi, to escape scrutiny, comes up with one or the other allegation, which turns out to be a damn squib in the court of law and court of public opinion. Abha Singh, why are we seeing again and again this whole vote chori narrative? Why can't some political parties accept that this is the mandate of the people?
Exactly, you know, because I don't believe that there's something like vote chori can go on in today's time when you have the mobiles, you have so much social media. You think people will not get evidence? So coming up with this and not trying to improve the problems. And in fact, you know, I think Rahul Gandhi needs to get his house in order. You know, there is no opposition. And when the joke goes that Modi is lucky because Rahul Gandhi is the one reason why he's winning, I think we definitely need to get things in order. Public is very intelligent. Today's youth, the youngsters in Mumbai, they also are realizing that no potholes, they want no traffic problems, and definitely now it is not going to be only, you know, talking about big things and forgetting the small things. This BMC elections is showing people that Mumbaikars now want what is there rightfully.
So is that the overriding message, that they want the same party or the same alliance in all forms of government, all levels of government, so that there is accountability that can be fixed?
It clearly seems so. You know, I think as you were discussing earlier, Zaka, also that Mumbaikars don't want conflict anymore. They've already seen so many political alliances being stitched and broken up that, you know, people are so confused which party is contesting on what symbol and all of those kinds. I think people want that there is a Modi at the center. There's very clearly Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, Eknath Shinde at the state level, and they have been given a wholesome mandate just 1.5 years back. Now they don't want a BMC being run by Uddhav Thackeray and Raj Thackeray, where they're continuously on a collision course with the state government, because that would lead to projects getting derailed. We've seen that when Uddhav Thackeray was the chief minister, the metro project, you know, the coastal road project, the high-speed rail project between Ahmedabad and Mumbai did not take off because there were all sort of protests happening, and though the centre was trying to push them, there was no way these projects would. And since Mr. Fadnavis has come, all these projects in coastal road has come up. We have seen the Mumbai metro roll out, and we will soon see in a couple of years the high-speed rail coming out. But one thing interesting I'm seeing, Zaka, in these results, and I would like to ask Abhaji about that BJP plus it at 75 right now in the leads. The Shiv Sena UBT is at 49, and out of those 49, 40 seats are with Shiv Sena UBT. So clearly Mr. Uddhav Thackeray is not going down without a fight. 40 is still a respectable number. If Mr. Uddhav Thackeray proves to be a strong opposition in the BMC, do you think that's a good sign for democracy? Because you were hoping that in a way the Thackeray's are history after this election.
No, you know, I'll tell you, Mumbai Manus is very emotional. The Thackeray's still have that affection of Mumbaikars, and that is why those wherever they are. And let me tell you, at the grassroots, you will always have a Shiv Sainik who will come to help you. If there is a death, if there is an accident, there'll be Shiv Sainiks on the road. So they are getting those votes. We cannot deny them that. Shiv Sena has been at the grassroots. The shakhas are active. But yes, now the public is seeing the larger role. They want roads. They want jobs. They want things which are lacking. And of course, nobody can deny that there's been a lot of corruption. It's not that only one party is corrupt. So somewhere public is saying, okay, let us see whether Fadnavis is trying, makes BMC transparent. It's with a budget of 74,000 crores.
Yeah.
So much more than many states, Zaka.
Right.
So the public feel that is the kind of property tax we are paying. So are we getting those services? No. So that is why this mandate has come.
So it's a mandate that, look, we are giving you a clean sort of all three levels of government. It's the BJP and the Shiv Sena Shinde faction that's been brought to power. Now we want delivery. Now we want our basic services to be addressed. The numbers, very interestingly, the BJP alliance leading in 75. BJP alone is at 49. Shinde Sena at 26. Sena UBT combined with MNS is at 49. So the BJP alone is matching the number of the Thakres. So I think that in itself is a message that this whole plank trying to appeal to, nativist ideology or nativist emotion, reductionist debate, that doesn't seem to be working. The people want development. They want, one party to be voted in all three levels of government so that finally delivery can begin, finally better services can begin for the citizens, whether it is fixing the pothole roads, whether it is addressing the monsoon issues, whether it is addressing pollution. I never thought a coastal city like Mumbai, where there is always a sea breeze, would have a problem like pollution. But look around us. I mean, we can barely see the boats and the ships out at the Arabian Sea because of the smog. So this is a very, very real issue, and particularly for the youngsters, for Gen Z.